Forget live fast, die young. This predator's motto is live slow, die ancient, all in the darkest depths of the Earth's coldest oceans. Living up to 500 years old, this is the oldest living animal on the planet. This is the Greenland shark.
Hi, I'm Danielle Dufault, and you're watching Animalogic. Greenland sharks are old. They can live for 500 years, if not longer. This individual has been swimming the oceans since before the Mayflower arrived in North America.
This is the longest known lifespan of any vertebrate species.
If Greenland sharks can live up to 500 years, it means some of them were alive at the same time as Shakespeare.
The Greenland shark is also known as the Gurry shark or the gray shark. The Inuit people refer to it as Iqalusuaq. The species belongs to the sleeper shark family. The name comes from the slow-swimming, low energy level, and generally non-aggressive nature.
These sharks are chill, and they like it cold.
You can find them in the North Atlantic Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. However, recent evidence suggests that at great depths, the species can be found as far south as the Caribbean. The Greenland shark has a short, rounded snout, small eyes, and very small fins. Their colors range from creamy gray to blackish brown. These sharks are huge. On average, they measure 2.5 to 5 meters long, which makes them around the same size as great whites. They typically weigh 1,500 to 2,200 pounds.
But there are unconfirmed reports of 7-meter-long Greenland sharks that weigh over 1,300 kilograms.
They tend to eat smaller sharks, eels, and any fish they can find. They're also scavengers. Smaller Greenland sharks predominantly eat squid, while bigger ones have been spotted hunting seals.
But sometimes their diet is random, and some Greenland sharks have been found with horses, reindeer, and polar bears in their stomachs. These unlucky animals probably fell through the ice, providing the sharks with an unexpected terrestrial treat.
Even though they're huge and terrifying looking, Greenland sharks are super slow and expend very little energy. In fact, the species has the slowest swim speed and tailbeat frequency for its size across all fish species.
Think of them as the sloths of the sea, if sloths had rows and rows of sharp-as-hell teeth. Actually, maybe don't think of that.
The Greenland shark usually swims at a mind-numbing speed of 1.2 kilometers an hour. At its fastest, it can get up to 2.6 kilometers an hour.
To put that in perspective, I could easily outswim a Greenland shark. Not that I could survive where they swim, of course. Unless you're Captain America between 1945 and 2011, you're probably not hanging out in the Arctic. And you're definitely not going swimming 2,200 meters underwater. This is likely why there's never been any recorded attacks of Greenland sharks on humans.
When the Greenland shark is ready to hunt, they play to their strengths and sneak up on animals that are sleeping. When you're this deep in the Arctic, stealth isn't all that hard.
The shark slowly approaches their prey, and when they're close enough, they open up their large buccal cavity to create a suction effect to suck them up. They often eat their prey whole.
The Greenland shark's metabolism is very slow, just like their swimming speed. Because of this, it doesn't need a ton of calories to survive.
Although they are apex predators, Greenland sharks are often blinded by parasitic crustaceans, a truly disturbing fate.
Luckily, their blindness doesn't seem to affect their survival or ability to find food. Living in the dark depths of the Arctic Ocean, eyesight isn't a must. Instead, the shark can rely on their sense of smell to find live prey and delicious, fragrant, yummy rotting carcasses.
Greenland sharks are usually solitary. Sometimes they get together to dine on a dead whale or other large carcasses, but generally they're quite solitary. Until mating season, that is.
There is zero risk of teen pregnancy in the Greenland shark community because the species generally doesn't begin breeding until they're at least 150 years old.
No one has actually seen Greenland sharks mating, but females have been spotted with bite marks. This tells us that this species probably mates like other shark species. The male grabs the female with his teeth to hold her still while he fertilizes her eggs with one of his penises. Yep, they have two. Once the eggs are fertilized, they stay inside the mother's body. The gestation period can last up to 18 years. Can you imagine being pregnant for 18 years? And she can carry hundreds of pups at a time. That's a lot of years and a lot of babies.
Once they're born, they immediately leave their family for a life of solitude. The Greenland shark is considered a vulnerable species. There are tens of thousands of them left in the world, but every year, about 1,000 are deliberately caught by humans. Another 35,000 are caught as bycatch. People hunt the shark for its hide and to eat its flesh, even though it's toxic. It has to be treated before it's safely consumed. This is done by boiling it, drying it, or fermenting it for several months. In Iceland, it's called hákarl and is considered an Icelandic delicacy.
Chef Anthony Bourdain once described fermented shark as being the single worst, most disgusting, and terrible tasting thing he'd ever eaten.
I'm sure Greenland sharks appreciated Anthony's bad review. They'd rather be in the ocean than in your mouth.
So what should I talk about next? Please let me know in the comments and be sure to subscribe for new episodes every week. Thanks for watching. See ya!